This is Sam Medina, a new up-and-coming YouTuber, Twitch streamer, a very good content creator, to be honest. Really, really good. And he has this video. It says, SwoleBenji, Albion Online, most hated player explained. And this was something that I was really curious about. Really curious about. And I want to know your reaction as well to this video. Try to act as civilized as possible in the comments. And let's do this.
SwoleBenji is easily the most hated
Give me one sec.
Albion Online content creator ever. Mention him in Reddit or YouTube comments will instantly summon a wave of hate. It got to the point where people are making ironical guides on how not to see a SwoleBenji video. But you would never guess that as a new Albion player.
Yes.
Because despite much of his videos averaging negative ratings and sporting a comment section full of vitriol, his channel against all odds grew massively over the years. I venture to guess most of the people hating on him today do not even know why. Benji's story begins in the same game where legends like the guy that jobbed a TV remote up his butt or yours truly began their careers. World of Warcraft. Most specifically, World of Warcraft Classic, and he quickly began to score decent views during the Classic Gold Rush of 2019. It might be hard to believe now as World
Bro, just the production quality of Sam Medina's videos, top notch, dude. This is like the type of videos that you would actually watch YouTubers with like millions of subs. Like his transitions, his pacing is really good. And he is giving us like a background on why and what SwoleBenji is doing and why he's like most hated.
of Warcraft is one of the most fiercely competitive niches in gaming today, but there was a brief period when the hype for the game was at an all-time high that even the low-effort top 10 clickbait was good enough to get a career on YouTube. SwoleBenji took advantage of this.
What? He's got 700, I know you can't see it, but 766k views? Look at this, 706, what?
Hey, what's up? It's SwoleBenji, and I have a special video for you today. Damn it.
Eventually, after the gold rush dried up, he started trying other games like Foxhole, Lost Ark, but Albion Online became his bread and butter. He built a name for himself, dropping an hour-long guide after an hour-long guide.
This is the video that I was referring to. If it takes you 2 hours, 3 hours to explain a tutorial, a guide, bro, click away. Don't click. If it takes you freaking 3 hours to explain something, bro. I mean, a lot of players have been baited. Look at that. 337,000 views for this one. 261,000 views for this one. Holy shoot, dude. 3 hours? Perfect start for new players. Tier 6 in 3 hours? Bruh.
They were rather crude for modern YouTube, yes, but with a habit-forming daily upload schedule, he grew a fairly decent audience, which is the first thing that got him hate. His low effort, quantity over quality.
Exactly. It's more of like just uploading streams, but basically not a lot of like value to it.
In a busy day, Benji can make up to 9 videos.
9 videos all made the same day.
For many other creators, it might actually work okay, it might even be the optimal choice, but not in this case. It stands to reason that if you upload a video every day, they cannot be too good. I mean, at the end of the day, making these videos takes a long time.
There's a correlation between like the amounts or the frequency that the YouTuber uploads to the quality of it. Now, I am one of those who's trying to upload daily, and I'm trying to do my best to give you the best quality, best video out there. But honestly, it just runs dry sometimes. Like I have a week where I uploaded filler videos for the entire week. It is very tedious sometimes to create a video every day. It's very challenging. But this guy's explaining it really well.
Even with bare minimum editing, bordering on zero editing period in this case. You just do not have the material to have an interesting topic to talk about every day.
Making a video with interesting enough topic, and not just interesting enough, like beneficial for the viewers, is very difficult. Hence, that's why I'm doing these reaction videos.
Then again, many YouTubers get away with this because it's incredible, frankly, how much you can carry this type of channel just by being a likable dude.
There you go. Mog is one of those. It's like sort of like my role model right now because he uploads videos every single day. Most of the videos that he uploads actually help new players, actually help other content creators, and it gives you some sort of value, not just like filler episodes.
For reasons you will see later in this video, this was not the case at all. Since Benji couldn't rely on his personality to market his videos, he found a different way to push his content. Deception. I know it is ironic from the guy that gives you the ultimate mega super best farm 2023 every video.
See? He even takes a stab at himself. It's what makes this guy so likable in my opinion.
But that is not actually what I mean by deception. How do you come up with a new good trick or a new farm every day for years without running out of ideas? You just take a farm that you know is bad, then you say it is awesome anyway, you make a 20-minute video demonstrating it and just misrepresent the results or even outright lie.
Exactly. It's a big clickbait. It's a big clickbait. But for new players, they don't really realize that. They absolutely don't realize that that it's a clickbait because they know nothing. If a new player comes into the game wanting to play Albion Online, searches for a guide on YouTube, looks at the top result, obviously the more views the top results you'll get, they won't know if it's true or not because they have no knowledge. This guy's just pointing out that any player with half a brain will doubt the validity of most of his videos. It's like, this does not compute. It's not work. This does not work.
One of the things that got SwoleBenji the most criticism in this regard is his insistence of counting fame credit as normal fame.
This is another part. It's like, it's misleading, completely misleading. This part right here.
This is how you can see him say that he gets 3 million fame in an hour just killing random mobs in the yellow zone or whatever other method that he makes up that day. I will not bore you with the boring math, okay? But fame credits are not the same as normal fame because when you kill a mob you get the same amount of fame for every item that you're wearing, but combat fame can only level up one item at once, so it is way less. Regardless, it is very unlikely that someone who has been playing the game for as long as Benji doesn't know this, so people understandably think that he's intentionally faking his numbers to get clicks.
Definitely 100% has perfected the way to clickbait new players. Kudos to him because he has pretty much monetized this kind of rage clickbait, hate clickbait videos, and he's still getting a lot of views because new players are just not, they don't know any better.
Another controversial feature about Benji's content is his strange takes on how the game should be played. For example, he sustains that avoiding PvP zones and focusing on the yellow zone despite it having significantly worse rewards is the way to go. This one in particular is not entirely deserved. At the end of the day, Albion Online is a sandbox where you write your own story, yada yada yada, however you wanna play, whatever you've seen the commercial. One particular...
Yeah, so this is also one of the things that gets him a lot of hate. He insists that yellow zone and being solo in the game is like the way to go. Obviously, as Medina says, it is Albion Online. You do, you play, you craft, you do whatever you want to do in the game based on what you want to do. But I don't know, as someone who has been playing for a while, being stuck in the yellow zone, you're not really playing, I wouldn't say you're not playing the game right, but you're not unlocking the full potential of the game.
Particularly interesting one is him refusing to engage in any group content. And he doesn't mean in Albion Online, by the way, he means any game, period. I have criticized Albion's guild system in the past, and I am not a big fan of the way guilds are designed myself. That is not SwoleBenji's grievance though. He states that he can just not be bothered to watch his language and try to be mindful of the rules of any social guild.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's really weird. This is a game that was designed for guild content. And if you watch like the commercials, right? You watch the top videos out there. If you watch the end game content in the game, it's definitely tailored towards group content. Although in the past years or so, they have empowered a lot of solo players because they realized a lot of players are playing this game solo casually. And if you're playing casually, you can't really put in a lot of time and effort into being part of the guild, which is not bad. I myself is a solo player. They give you options to actually play the game solo and still thrive in the game, in the overall system. But based from my experience, honestly, being a part of a guild, being part of a group is 100% no cap better than being a solo player. It just depends on your situation because you may not have the time to collaborate or to be part of the guild. The time zones may be different and all that. There's a bunch of reasons why you might not be better off in a guild. But if you find like the right fit for you, being part of the guild is 100% a lot better. Yeah, at the end of the day, it really depends on what the player does and what the player wants to do. Albion Online offers a lot of options out there, a lot of content out there for both solo, duo, small scale, and ZVZ. But I want to continue the video because he makes a good point after this.
Yeah, that guild's for knee benders. I mean it from experience, not some autismal schizoid idea I got randomly. So what I'm saying is, if you're in a guild with any of these kind of rules that stifle freedom of speech and has just a whole mishmash of freaking people and degenerates, what I'm saying is, what happened to me will eventually happen to you. Unless you're normie enough, that is, and you enjoy the normie guild lifestyle.
Up yours, woke
guild masters.
We'll see who cancels who.
This is a perfect example of the trait that gets him by far the most flack on the internet. The unnecessary, entirely unrelated to the game, political takes. Listen, brother, I am not gonna catch on fire because a white Albion YouTuber tells me that he likes saying the dreaded N-word. I am not even gonna rage at somebody saying that banks are a conspiracy to destroy the free market or whatever. As a matter of fact, my only concern is, why is it in an Albion Online tutorial? Not only...
That got me and still got me even after watching the replay.
that banks are a conspiracy to destroy the free market or whatever. As a matter of fact, my only concern is, why is it in an Albion Online tutorial?
Why is it in an Albion Online tutorial? For new players too. Dude, this guy's funny, man. This guy's funny.
My only concern is, why is it in an Albion Online tutorial? Not only is it a transparent waste of the viewer's time, as most people presumably click on the tutorial to learn how to play the game. It is just plain stupid. By default, you're gonna get all the people that are on the left side of the aisle against you because they do not agree with you. And I don't know if you ever heard this, homie, but Reddit is full of those people. But even worse, the unnecessary nature of these comments and the whole portraying yourself as a mega-based red pill boy is something that even people on his side of the aisle would find cringy. The divisive nature of his persona is the main reason why, despite him being a pretty big name in the Albion community, none of his colleagues want to collaborate with him.
And we talked about this in the past. He commented in one of my videos saying collab or not true or something like that. I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
They're a massive clique, and the way their clique works is they all talk amongst each other in a private little Discord, and they all work with each other doing collabs and little get-togethers in their streams and their videos. And the way it works is, if you're on the bad boy list, aka me, if you're not liked by Reddit, if you've got some sort of interesting past that could cost them a sponsorship or possibly, ad buckaroonies, then they don't include you.
Although
I mean, to be fair, it's sort of like career suicide if you try to. This is just my take. It feels like it's career suicide if you try to collaborate with a guy because of what he just said. Like, he has like an interesting past, as he puts it, has an interesting past. And interesting is well, it's an interesting word. You just don't want to be associated with someone who is well known to be like a clickbaiter. He just doesn't really provide much to the community, is a hateful person, and just gets banned all the time in chat. You don't want to be associated with any kind of person that has that reputation, because most of the things that you are going to do, if you have that relationship with that guy, it's not really like boosted. You can get boosted numbers, but at the same time, do you really want to get boosted numbers based on hates? And one of the good things, not good things, but one of the most interesting thing about SwoleBenji, in my opinion, is that he has, again, perfected the way of making money, getting views off of these hates. Like, I am well aware that me talking about him in this case gets him more attention, and that's probably like one of his goals. He's getting attention. It's not doing Albion Online content. Sam Medina creates a content about him, gets more attention. I'm creating a reaction video, and he gets more attention. It's probably like a win-win situation for him. But this is also one of those things where I hope new players get to see, because he just has this, I don't know how to put it lightly, but he is sort of misleading a lot of new players, and it's not healthy for the game, because they would watch this video and think, oh, this is the game. You try the game. Oh, this is not actually the thing that's happening in the game. I'm losing silver because I followed this guide, and I'm just not enjoying the game because of what the certain YouTuber said that was inherently false. So, yeah.
So I suspect there is more to it, mainly because in an interview with King Mojo, he stated that he has multiple spy accounts in Discords, just in case one of the YouTubers makes fun of him behind his back.
That's actually really petty and really, I don't know, what's the term? Childish, and also very sad.
Also, I had a large amount of alt Discord accounts just planted in every single YouTuber server that I could. And there was only like 3 people that were positive about me in the entire time.
Hell, I even experienced this one myself. I was streaming on Twitch to 6 viewers, and a random guy in my chat, that happened to be him later on I figured out, asked me what were my thoughts on SwoleBenji. I made a joke about him being a Yellow Zone warrior, and I kept going with my game, didn't care too much. 3 minutes later, I get stream sniped by the man himself wearing 8.3 in the Yellow Zone, which ironically proved my point. At first I thought it was funny, like a bit of banter, making a funny clip for the viewers, cool shoutout for a small streamer, but then he leaves this comment on the clip. So I am not entirely convinced now that it was a funny video game trolling anymore, which ironically is the last thing that gets him hate.
Okay. Be me, look for English-speaking streamers who seem cool to collab with and do YouTube stuff. Thoughts on SwoleBenji, Yellow Zone Warrior, feel deeply disappointed. Only way to recover now is to give you a 3-minute sit down. Mogdown reacts to it. Reddit posts with made up BS from literal who's. Dig myself deeper. He's so oblivious to like what is happening to him, dude. I'm like, I don't know. He has an interesting way of monetizing things, and he keeps on getting more hate, and it's good for his brand. I just want to create this video, honestly, just to warn other players. And I'm really glad that Sam Medina actually, in the first part of his video, showed why you shouldn't really believe in any of his videos at this point.
A funny video game trolling anymore, which ironically is the last thing that gets him hate. His trolling videos. Ever since the start of his channel in World of Warcraft, Benji made guides on how to grief and annoy people in video games, sometimes to the point that he got banned off games and forums just by making those videos. In Lost Ark
Wow.
in particular, he griefed so many people for videos that you can still see a wave of hate coming to him every time you say his name in their subreddit. At the end of the day, does SwoleBenji really deserve all this hate? Putting it all together, no.
Very interesting take. This is a very interesting take from Samedito. All of the information that he just gave us, and he said, does this guy actually deserve the hate? And he says no. This is like a very interesting take from him.
I know, I didn't believe it either, bro. But for real, his biggest sin is posting video game cringe. His army of haters for somebody doing just that is way out of whack. And sadly, I do not see it ending anytime soon. Benji is making Diablo 4 videos right now, capitalizing on the same hype and jumping from game to game like a hermit crab. But eventually he will always return to Albion Online, as a new game gets more established content creators and the competition becomes simply too good. So whether you like it or not, he's here to stay. Alright brothers, we're gonna roll the
There you go. That's a very interesting last take from Sam Medina. I think my point still is the same. I think SwoleBenji is creating content to basically clickbait and receive more hates. And this is basically just him getting more hate, getting more attention, and it's good for his brand. It is on brand for SwoleBenji to get a lot of hate. And if you're a new viewer just watching this, and if you have watched this, just know that most of his videos, no matter how many views it gets, it's just it's not good for new players. I've said in the past over and over and over again, if you just strip down all of the clickbaitiness, all of the misleading parts in SwoleBenji's video, you can actually learn something from the game, especially for new players. Take out all of the unattainable stats or unattainable rewards that he claims to get in his videos, and he actually has a very good YouTube channel for new players, like specifically for new players. Now, it just sucks that he has to upload like a 3-hour long guide, which probably is like 2 minutes is valuable and everything else is just doo-doo. He has a very good reach. He has a lot of subscribers. He knows how to clickbait. He knows how to get viewers to click on his videos. Now he just changes how he portrays himself and maybe actually not clickbait. He already has a follower. Create a very solid guide. I think it can turn around for him and he will be a lot more successful. But as of right now, he's the most hated person in Albion Online, and deservedly so, I think, because he's a big troll.
The giveaway of 7.1 million silver worth of cash and items from...
Alright, if you don't know who this guy is definitely one of the most interesting guy on YouTube and on Twitch, and he's going to blow up. He is going to blow up really, really soon. I honestly think he will. Go give him a follow. Go give him a subscribe. I'm not subscribed. Wow. I'm so sorry. Join if you want to. This guy creates amazing builds, amazing videos. As you saw, his spacing is really good. All right, it's really, really good. He's very entertaining. And these are the types of YouTube videos that you want to watch from beginning up until the end. So huge shout out to Sam Medina. And that's not it. SwoleBenji actually responded.
Medina, SwoleBenji answered to your video. I know, I heard. Thank you. I just came back home from working for a living. Thank you very much. And he answered
I really like that. Thank you very
my
much.
video. I didn't have much problem with it. Most of it was fine. Okay, I got 2 issues with it. First of all, Benji, you are friends with Punkrat. That guy, liberal hive mind.
I don't know who that is.
That's your YouTube mentor. That's hilarious, brother. And second of all, this is the one I made the video for right now. You were making fun of my view count. You were saying that I got only 53,000 viewers on something that I do on the side because I work for a living and I've been in a brand new channel. 53,000 viewers, that's not enough. Okay, let me tell you something. You may not like this face. You look at this video, see the guy right here. Let me tell you something. This is the face of somebody that in a year from now is gonna have W viewers every month. Okay, get used to it. It's on. Do your best, baby.
Yep, I believe in this guy. I believe that he is going to blow up. The confidence and the effort that he's been putting on YouTube has been really, really something to be admired. Is a really good YouTuber. Is a nature staff user. Is a really big nature staff. And I really like the pacing and how he edits his videos and how he organizes the information that he wants to say to the viewers. And yeah, I think this guy's going to blow up. This guy's going to blow up really, really soon. Go give him a follow, boys.